All right, let's get into some music news, but not exciting though.
Oh,
not
okay.
exciting. Let's not get excited.
Well,
I
he
know
was
you.
getting
I
there.
know.
He's like-
That's why I wanted to warn you because last time we got a little excited, and it wasn't a very good way to start it off.
Okay.
So this one will.
Hold on a second before you do. Whoa! Okay, now we're good. We're good. We got it on me.
Are you good?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so let's start off with the first article here.
All right.
So roof collapses, killing 44 people and injuring 160 at a concert in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. This happened on April 8th, 2025, at the Jet Set nightclub, where Ruby Perez was performing and unfortunately was killed in the collapse. So I'll pull this up here with the article, right? And we're not going to sign up for that. But yeah, so I want to play the next article I have. It's a video, and it explains kind of what was happening with the collapse of the roof. Mm-hmm. And basically, it's just neglect, and also what they were doing is piling layers on the roof. So instead of fixing it, they were just layering it instead of doing it properly. So it was just pure neglect from the owner.
This is the saddest thing I've ever read in my life. So what this says right here is initially Perez's daughter Zulinka, who was one of his backup singers, told local media that her father was found singing under debris. She explained he started singing so they could hear him. He also told me if something ever happens to me, cover me up so no one takes pictures. That's sad as shit, man. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. And this is coming from the last the last episode we did with the article about the fire in Macedonia, right? The nightclub, right? So it's just showing you like what the fuck is happening with these nightclubs.
It's just maintenance, like you said, man.
Yeah,
like maintenance.
And are they cheaping out because of the expenses? What's happening?
They probably have to pay for their Porsche and their
that's another
vacation
thing.
spot and everything else. They don't care about.
Well, think about these venues.
Yeah.
If they're playing a lot of music, you put the speakers on, it vibrates a lot.
Yes.
You build houses, you got to insulate that shit properly. Well, it's going to shake stuff, and eventually stuff's going to come loose. Yeah. And that's what happens. They don't maintain it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it's just really sad to see this, and the amount of people that are dying from this is not cool. One person dying from it is not cool, let alone hundreds of people. So, that
sucks, man. That's terrible.
So, but I do want to play this clip. It is from CNN. So, I'll just let you see this.
On April 8, what started as a normal merengue night in the Dominican Republic
it's already blurred.
Ended in a catastrophe. Desperate screams punctured the silence as first responders surveyed the rubble and removed debris from the shattered dance floor. The Jet Set nightclub, an institution in the capital, Santo Domingo, reduced to rubble.
Oh my god.
The collapse,
complete collapse.
The deadliest building collapses this century left at least
I want to show
235 people dead. This open source
this,
material reveals that Jet Set had major structural flaws, and early warning signs went unaddressed for years. A
40 years.
Statement from Dominican
4
authorities
years.
matches CNN's findings. The roof was severely overweight and visibly damaged. Structural experts contacted by CNN analyzed the composition of the roof. They found it's made up of multiple layers, one on top of the other. These may have been the result of an ill-fated attempt to prevent water leaks. But adding more and more layers of heavy concrete meant the roof weighed many times more than it should have, according to one analysis. On top of that, drone footage unearthed by local media Somos Pueblo shows 7 enclosed sheds, some of which house the air conditioning units and ductwork.
It's crazy,
That sucks.
It just sucks the fact that they knew what they were doing and still did it.
Yeah.
They knew it wasn't right. And same with the one in Macedonia, where they knew they were packing that place. They knew they didn't have the proper stuff, fire extinguishers, all this kind of proper stuff that you need to have a proper running venue, right? So, and I do know with like North America and stuff, we are very, very strict with this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah, like honestly, like
I don't know. It's not super strict. Like maybe certain. I don't know.
Certain aspects. I know fire code is very strict.
Yeah, fire code.
Fire
At
code's
least,
very strict.
When I work with you, at least you'd see OSHA or whatever come by, like they probably just laugh at you.
Yeah, sure. Right?
It's like, hey, are you gonna go on a harness? Fuck you.
Fuck yeah.
All right, I'm gonna be on my way.
Put down your beer.
Put down your beer. Fuck.
You put down your beer. I forgot about that.
It's a beer put down off. You do it first.
Yeah.
Fuck you. But yeah, no, it sucks when you see shit like this, man. And like you said, this is 2 articles within 2025 already.
You know what?
So,
Because you're bringing the attention to this, it's going to be like airplanes. All of a sudden, every couple weeks, there's an airplane that goes down.
Jesus.
So now it's going to be like this.
You got the power, Pat.
So
You
you got the power.
got the power.
Over the power to stop it.
Would you stop reading these articles?
No, I don't.
How many people's lives are at risk?
So, this week we got $1 million.
Come on. And all of a sudden, the government sends me a check. I owe them $1 million. Oh, how did that happen? Pat!
All the fucking inspectors are fucking, yeah. Here you go. Oh, shit. So this one is, this article, or sorry, this video is a rumor that's been going around for years. So let's, we'll talk about this one after.
Four drummers on the Beatles' music. Ringo's not one of them. Beatles' music was just another job for me. I played on 21 tracks of the Beatles. Half of them had no drums because they kicked him out in the beginning. And the whole point is that whether you realize it or not, whether you want to believe it or not, it becomes irrelevant at this point. But you're going to find out that he's not on anything. The man made his money and everything else was made by live. He looked the part that they wanted. He was the one that he chose, and that's what they did. But the making of those records and the fixing of those records, 98% of them were first recorded early in England and brought to the United States to be done and fixed. That's why Mercury Records and Capitol Records, they both have Beatles albums. I did mine in the Capitol Studio in New York City. I had no idea who the hell the Beatles were or anything else. I was doing a job. And that, for me, is the hardest thing because I've had my life threatened too many times. And at this point in my life, I don't care anymore. And it really doesn't bother me whether I talk about it or do anything else about it because I don't have to go back there or to deal with it in life anymore.
Yeah. So what do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I don't think it's true.
Yeah, you think he's full of shit?
Well, he said he had to go back and do drums, right? From what I heard, it was the first 3 albums. And I think their 3rd album came out in 68, 67, 68. They didn't have multi-track separate drum tracks back in the day. You all got in the studio. They do it for guitars, they do it for vocals, but they didn't do drums.
Oh, okay.
So for him to say that, like, oh, yeah, the first 3 albums, it was all me, everything, that means he would have to keep George, Paul, and John quiet while they did secret sessions of 3 albums to do that.
Yeah.
So
what,
I don't believe.
What would his thing be with lying about it though? For attention kind of thing?
Possibly. I mean,
Maybe?
he himself is a fantastic drummer.
Right.
He was up there with Buddy Rich as like during the time one of the best.
Okay.
And I don't know. Maybe there's a chance he could have played on some, maybe messing around. I don't know, but for the most part, like if you're saying that was him 100%, there's no way because they didn't have that technology back then.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my argument. That's the number one argument that pretty much debunks it. That they didn't have the technology.
They didn't have the technology to do it.
No,
yeah. I just thought it was cool because it's a rumor that's going around for a while, right?
Yeah.
So and people are like, his life getting threatened with it. Come on.
No, yeah, like, Beatles music. You tell anybody Ringo Jono in there, I swear I will strangle you. Like, all right, I won't.
The fucking Beatles Mafia. They take you out.
Yeah, the Beatles.
Fuck,
especially,
man.
yeah, that would have been very controversial if that came out at that time in the world.
Yeah. Well, let us know what you guys think. If you guys have any information,
yeah,
put
if you
it in
have
the comments. Yeah,
leave it down below.
Leave it down below.
You're wrong.
Oh,
wrong.
There you go. You heard it from TC.
Wrong.
You're wrong. Yeah. You can't be right
wrong.
because you're just wrong. We don't even. He won't even read to it.
Unless they agree with you.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 'Cause if you agree,
Then you're right.
That's a good
then
point.
I'm absolutely right. Then you're a genius.
Good point, Trev.
Oh, yeah.
So this next article is a Canadian legendary band, Blue Rodeo, were honored in Canada with an official Canada Post stamp.
Cool.
Yeah, and I'm gonna pull it up here.
So,
I think-
Selena gets cookies and
Yeah, man,
get a
and these
stamp.
guys get Blue Rodeo
Stamp,
gets a
yeah.
stamp. Yeah,
That's awesome.
so go out and buy your Blue Rodeo
Stamp.
Canadian stamp.
Did we even use stamps anymore?
No.
Yeah.
Like
You kidding me? Like a digital stamp?
There are some stuff that are mailed. Like,
Well, I imagine that there's
Like
still
if you
stamp
wanted-
collectors.
yeah,
They gotta-
yeah, stamp collectors,
Like if
right?
you wanted to or mail out Selena Gomez cookies,
Yeah.
maybe.
Who are these freaks on the stamp?
I know, right? I'm like, oh my cookies.
Blue Rodeo, like Rodeo Drive, California. I've never been to Blue Rodeo. Did they paint it blue? Give me that Oreo. Shut up.
Can you guys think so? There's 4 other Canadian bands that got honorary stamps. You guys can think of one, or
Metallica.
Tragically Hip would be the first.
that's one. Yeah,
I would guess
that's
that.
one.
Neil Young, maybe.
No, not yet.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's next
Yeah.
year.
Okay, so we got
Tragically Hip, Blue
Yeah.
Rodeo.
Blue Rodeo.
Who else?
We got.
You
Did
too.
you say you two?
You too. You too. You too. You too.
You two.
That
Oh,
Irish
you
band?
two.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Did you say? Why did you say Canadian band?
Yeah,
I did. I was.
that was awesome. He was being serious.
I didn't think. I thought you were joking around.
I didn't. I didn't hear the Canadian part. Okay.
That's why you kept
I
saying
was
it.
looking at Blue Rodeo. I was thinking of Selena Gomez cookies.
So you went
I
from Canada to the
didn't hear-
States and you just went right across the pond.
straight right the
Awesome.
fuck out there. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Where's
man.
that place where it rains a
So-
lot and the lead singer bugs me?
I thought you were fucking around, Trev. When you looked at us, you're like, you two were like looking at you. No, you two. Oh, shit. That was good.
I
That
was
was funny.
actually not
So,
paying
the,
attention.
so the 3 other ones was Rush, Sarah McLachlan, and Stan Rogers.
Stan Rod.
He was a folk singer.
Oh.
Yeah, really fucked up story actually. Because I looked him up. He died in a plane crash.
Another one that go in the plane
Yeah,
crash.
man. Yeah, he was. He didn't. So the plane, I guess it was an Air Canada flight. They were coming from, I think it was the States somewhere, Texas, I think it was, and they had a fire in the toilet, or something in the washroom, and they did an emergency landing.
Yeah.
They landed, and I guess it got so bad it killed like a couple, like it was like 30 or 40 people on the plane.
Well, like
Just from the smoke
carbon
inhalation.
monoxide?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just because how it engulfed the whole bathroom. But I think at that time you can smoke in planes and shit too.
Yeah.
So it's probably people like smoking in the bathroom,
Say
shit like that, right?
Someone had some killer hot jaws or something.
Yeah, man. And he was only 33, so it was,
Oh, that sucks.
yeah, it's fucked up, man. So it's really cool that he got honored with a Canadian stamp, postage stamp, when they used them, you know? So,
Yeah.
but yeah, good job, Blue Rodeo, man. That's amazing
Yeah,
to see.
it's a-
So if you're a stamp collector, definitely get yourself that one.
Do you think Drake will end up on a stamp? I think he will.
No, probably.
Oh, yeah, I guarantee you.
Drake?
Drake
Yeah.
will. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's like that. I think he beat Michael Jackson for the most songs downloaded of all time, or number one hits. Staying in the 100, top 100 hits of all time. He beat Michael Jackson or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, which, like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of-
All right. So the lead singer of Blink 182 and bassist has released a memoir called Fahrenheit 182
That's awesome.
about his struggles and ups and downs in his life with and without Blink. Yeah, and that's released right. You could get it right now. So it came out in I think it was March or April or something. It came out. So
I would definitely read
yeah,
that. That'd be
I'm
a
gonna
cool
get that
read.
book for sure.
Yeah, because I want to find out a little bit more about him and that Tom situation, how true that was, like how he left the band through a phone call, and it wasn't even him that phoned; it was his manager that phoned, Mark Hoppus. Well, you know Mark since you were like 17. You could
Yeah.
phone him up and be, "Hey man, I don't want to do this anymore."
Right.
I
Eh?
made the management do it. I want to see how true that is. I think that's the story Mark told. I could be wrong though.
Well, it's good to read it from his words, kind of thing, right?
Yeah,
So
his
you're-
perspective.
That's what I do like about reading like biographies and stuff like that.
How about you guys read it and let me know how it goes?
You get the book. I get the book on tape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then
You guys tell me.
you go to GPT and you type in summarize in 3 sentences.
You know what? Fuck that. We're gonna do it and play it on here.
Yeah.
The whole episode's gonna be
Yeah.
just the audio of reading his.
That sounds good to me.
Let's do it.
We already had a warm up act when we were watching the Bob Marley trailers.
So that was a bit too long. You're saying?
Well, you were so into it.
I
too.
was into it.
Yeah.
You guys are like looking at each other like
I know, I was gonna
it's
put my feet up and chill out here. Good.
a tough crowd here,
comfy.
guys.
Tough crowd.
This is what I got to work with.
This is what we got to work with.
Touche.
Yeah, I can't even come back.
No, you're
with
doing
that.
great. You're doing great. Keep at it, man.
This is a lot harder than it looked. You guys made it look so easy, and I'm fucking trying
Well,
to
you're
like.
doing
Do I
this-
start the article?
You got a coffee in your hand.
Right.
You are doing 3 things at once. You're reading the news, you're scrolling, and you're reading. That's hard for anybody.
Right?
A little bit.
But look
a
how
little bit
easy
easier
that
on
guy
yourself.
was playing guitar with all that shit on it, like
Yeah, I know,
paper
right?
and fucking.
Yeah, he
like,
probably had to do that 10,000 times before
That's
he got it
true.
right.
There's
What
no
about the-
takes here,
What about the guys that were playing 30 guitars?
right?
Yeah.
And I can't
And then
fucking.
memorize which guitar for each note to go
Right.
And
to.
I can't stick a microphone in my mouth, fucking drink a coffee, and do a mouse thing.
Well, we'll get you 30 guitars then, and we'll give you this, and you pick which one you want to
I think I just got to get a flow with this.
do. Yeah.
So I
You'll be
think
alright.
do I start the article first, or do I pull up the clip first?
Maybe we figured that out. Off.
I just had to point at him. He just knew.
That's why I said it. I was waiting for that line. I want to hear that every fucking episode.
There's something we can do after the podcast. Yes.
You know what? I'm going to pull up the article first, then read. Okay, here we
That's
go.
a-
I got this.
It's a good idea.
I got this. Neil Young performed a rare charity concert in Lakefield, Ontario, at a private high school, Lakefield College School, Northcote campus. Neil performed for an intimate crowd of 2,000 to raise funds for the restoration of a historic farmhouse on the campus property.
Oh, cool.
And what I found was really fucked up about this. So he did this great concert charity. Wants to rebuild. He loves like the Kawartha Lakes area.
Mm-hmm.
He has a cottage there.
Yeah.
I think he has a cottage in Lakefield or something like that as well. So it's a small little town outside of Peterborough, Canada, and he just loves it. And he's done. He did a show where he was from, where he grew up in Omimi, which is even a smaller, like a little village.
I didn't know
Yeah.
he grew up in Omimi.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
my second cousin lives there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
he-
know he grew up there.
Loves the area, and he does these kind of charity things for that. But what I found fucked up is, so the article here is a controversy about it. People were complaining that the tickets were too much.
How much for tickets did it say?
They said from 5,000, what was it, 600 to 2,000 or something like
Oh,
that.
that is.
But-
I know you're raising.
But
funds.
it's raising funds, and like it's not like something I don't know. Like if you're from the area, it'd be really cool to see whatever you pay, but it's going towards to rebuild this farmhouse. So it's a concert, and and people were saying, oh, he's got hundreds of millions of dollars. He should just give the money. Well, no, it's
Everybody,
just-
yeah.
that's
I don't
one
like
thing
that argument.
It's not good. That's like you say that to a billionaire, sure.
Yeah.
But like someone like that is like, it's not like he has $1 million sitting under his mattress going, "Oh, I'll just donate that."
Right, but I don't know. I don't like that argument for the fact that he's putting on a show as well. He's got a production crew. He's got all these people
And
he's
he's
got to
doing
pay
it-
as well,
he-
and he's doing it pretty much for free.
He has to,
Yeah,
pretty much.
himself.
Most charity, he
Yeah.
just pays everybody else.
So he's like, why do you just give him the money? Well, no. That's
Yeah, it's not the way it works.
how about if you have money, you're just going to give it to somebody else?
I don't know. I think people are skeptical too, right? Like,
Yeah.
Is that money actually going to charity? I'm going to pay $600 to go up
Right.
north and
Yeah.
watch.
And I
a
think
concert.
you know what though. I mean, in that
Right.
area, it's a beautiful area.
It
so to
is.
see a concert,
Yeah.
you get an awesome concert, a legendary fucking musician you can watch, and and I do believe that it will go towards rebuilding that farmhouse.
that
So-
seems like it's not like one of those scams.
Not at all. And the fact he's done it before, and he does a lot of charity stuff for that as well too. So I don't think it's maybe
Yeah.
like another band.
But
I don't know.
a lot of people do that, right? Like they'll take, like, here, I'm going to start a charity, but then this percentage goes to this person, that person, this person, this person. That's helping and doing all their volunteer work, and then how much actually goes to
a lot of these organizations that have always do that. But this isn't a political podcast. This is a music one. So but no, like you're absolutely right though. There's a lot of
it's a lot of scams, and I think it makes people skeptical about doing stuff like
that's
this.
The problem
right?
with it.
Yeah, and it kind of sucks, right? People want to do good stuff, and they get another article about them. You know, one saying they're doing a great thing by helping this, the other saying, "What the fuck are you doing?" You know, I don't know here. Like,
I thought you were supposed to fix up this farmhouse. Like, I did. It's a new mailbox. It just raised over $500,000. Where did the rest go? Oh, the animals.
Animals.
What animals? You know.
He's got a fucking.
I gotta go. I got a plane to catch.
Yeah. He's got another extension on his cottage. Fucking left wing.
Yeah. I bought a houseboat that flies.
See my new pontoon boat. But on that note, guys, let's end it.
Let's end it there,
and we'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah.
This is everything in between. This is everything in between.